Automator is a tool that will help you build Google Ads campaigns based on your structured data. Let me give you an example of how that might look like for real estate. I've already set up a template to make this a bit quicker, so let me show you what I did. First of all, I connected to an external data source. This, in this case, is a Google spreadsheet, but it could just as well be an FTP, an API that connects to some structured data that you already have. What's most important here is what's in the headers, because all of these will become available as insertions in the template. Let me go back to Optmyzr. So now that we've linked the spreadsheet, it tells us that these are the available data points from that spreadsheet that we'll be able to use throughout our campaigns, ad groups, keywords, etc. So let's go on to the next page where we'll be asked how to structure campaigns. I could have populated existing campaigns, but I think it'd be more interesting to make new campaigns, and I'll name those campaigns based on city plus type. So if I look at my spreadsheet for a second, I can see I have different cities and different types of real estate. So we would make a campaign based on Los Altos SFR. The way that I can specify this, by the way, is very simple. I simply type in a squiggly bracket and it gives me a list of all of the insertion parameters, and all I need to do is pick it and it fills it in. Let me get rid of this one again. I can also set a shared budget, can set negative keywords, language and geographic targeting, and a few other things as well, and we're always adding more stuff to this. Now the next thing I get to do is specify my campaigns, or I mean my ad groups. Now in this case, I've just specified a single ad group, but I could just as well do multiple ad groups. So let me show you what this ad group is going to look like. I will name it luxury-new, and I will set a bid of $5. All of this could also be populated off of the data points that you have on the spreadsheet. For keywords, I'm going to say new listings in dynamic insertion of city and new luxury homes in city. I can also change the match types very easily depending on what I like most. Now the next thing I have to do is create my ads. I've already set up a template for a text ad, and I can also do call only ads, and I have a default ad just in case that none of the dynamic ads fit the space given by Google. Now the text ad is most interesting. Let me open up the edit mode of this one. And so you can see that we have a dynamic URL that's generated based on some of the data in the spreadsheet. In fact, city plus type of real estate listing. The headline is static, new luxury homes just listed. And then we say just added in dynamic insertion of city. And so you can see how we build out the ad this way, including path 1 and path 2. Finally, I get to do some inventory management. Now notice that in the ad group, if I look back at this, I'm making an ad that's really about luxury homes. In fact, I'm even saying these are new luxury homes that were just listed. So how do I connect that to my data source? Well, if I go to inventory, I can specify that this template should only run if a few conditions are met. So for example, a luxury home probably has a bigger lot. So I'm taking that as one parameter. It's a number, numerical. And if the lot size is greater than or equal to 15,000, that's when I consider it a luxury home, and it should be included in these ads. Also, we're talking about single family residences, not condos. So I've set the type as a text field has to be equal to SFR. And finally, this is a listing for new homes. So the days on market numerical should be less than 10. That's when I want to include this. Based on this, I can save this template, and now the template is ready to build my campaign. So now to the fun stuff. Let's go and take a look at what the preview of that campaign would look like before we actually build it out or put it on an automation. So it says on the spreadsheet, we evaluated 6 rows and only 2 of those matched. Remember, these were the inventory conditions, so we were only looking for new listings of luxury homes. Based on that, it says we have to create 1 campaign with 1 ad group, 2 keywords, and 2 ads. So you can see the example here. So we have a new campaign that'll be built out, Los Altos SFR. The ad group will be luxury new. It'll have 2 keywords to do with new luxury homes, and it has an ad text that mentions the specific city, and so it looks very targeted. Now, of course, if I had a bigger spreadsheet, this tool could build out multiple campaigns, many ad groups, many keywords, and many ads. So it really simplifies things. Now, of course, if we're selling real estate, we don't just want to focus on the luxury real estate. We could make money too from selling different types of listings. So let's go back to the templates. What I can do here is I can duplicate this existing template. Now I have a copy of that. I can quickly go and modify this. What's important here is we're going to change the inventory conditions. So maybe we want to do something that's not for luxury homes, but for smaller homes. And so we can say that instead of being greater than or equal to 15,000 square feet on the lot size, we can say that the lot size has to be less than 15,000 square feet. So we'll save that. Should go back into this and probably edit a few more things, like we'll give it a new name. We'll remove luxury from this. And then we would also want to update, of course, the campaign. We don't have to update because this is just the city and the type, but the ad groups we would want to update. So this is no longer focused on luxury. So we probably give this a new name. We'll just call it new. And then the keywords I would want to change as well. Probably want to take out luxury from here. Would want to update the ads so that we're not referencing luxury homes, so just new homes listed. Find the perfect home, not saying on a big lot, so we'll just say in desirable city. And then that's it. So from here, I'll update that and then we'll save this. And so now we have that second template. Now if I run that one, we're going to get different ads that get created. And of course I can run all of these in combination with each other. I can put them on a schedule to fully populate my entire account with different types of ad templates, different types of keywords. And of course, if a home sells and I have no more inventory available in a specific city, then your data set would change. And so these homes would disappear. And then if you run that tool again the next time, then it will remove any of those listings that no longer require you to be advertising. So that's it. That's how you would use Optmyzr to build your whole account based on structured data for real estate. Remember, this works for a lot of other industries and verticals as well. If you have structured data, we can turn it into automatic ads. Take a look at some of the other videos. And of course, if you'd like, ask us for a free trial.